Hi guys, welcome back to That Effing Guy. Today we're going to discuss the continuing development of Michael Keaton returning as the Batman for Andy Muschietti's Flashpoint solo film in 2022. So yesterday, The Wrap reported that Michael Keaton, the legendary Batman he is from the Tim Burton films Batman 1989 and Batman Returns in 1982, is returning, or is in early talks to return as Batman, aka Old Bruce Wayne, in the Flashpoint film. That involves obviously multiverse storylines with different Batmen, obviously Batman, different Superman, Catwoman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman, etc. Now we know obviously that Jeffrey Dean Morgan is also in talks to return as the Flashpoint Batman, Thomas Wayne himself, which obviously it revolves around an alternate storyline which involves Thomas Wayne becoming Batman and Martha Wayne becoming the Joker, female Joker, because obviously in that alley where Martha and Thomas get killed, it's instead Bruce Wayne gets killed, and that then has a revenge plot for Thomas Wayne to become a Batman, but a very more grittier, heavily brutal, killing themed Batman who uses guns, etc. So he's an exciting Batman because I like brutal Batman. I like the Ben Affleck Batman. I mean, people criticised Batman for killing people in Batman v Superman. I thought it was brilliant. He's killing bad guys. They're bad guys. He's killing bad guys. Same as when Henry Cavill's Superman snapped Zod's neck at the end of Man of Steel. I thought it was brilliant. It was chilling. It was so not Superman on the big screen, though. But we need to remember, though, Superman is a very brutal bastard in the comic books. I mean, he single-handedly ripped the heart out of the Joker. I think it was in Public Enemies, Batman Superman Public Enemies story line, I think. I can't remember what it was. But it's the image that's also been used of the Joker, like, oh! But Superman's like, boof, right through his chest, and Batman's just like, the fuck. So Superman can be brutal as well. It's not just about getting cats out the tree and shit like that, I mean. So yeah, so The Wrap reported that, but The Wrap also confirmed, because obviously there was a wee bit of a kind of like, a bit of a worry for the Robert Pattinson Batman. So obviously, could he show up in this multiverse of madness, essentially, Doctor Strange there, within the Flashpoint universe and have, say, 4 or 5 Batmans at the same time, or Batmen, sorry, plural, at the same time, or will he then single-handedly be kind of kicked out of it? We don't know, because obviously there's the talk of Ben Affleck coming back, so everyone's thinking is our Bat's going to be like kind of one-time Batman, because obviously as we know there's Matt Reeves is planning a Batman trilogy. And he's also planning to reinvent the Joker for his universe. He'll have a small kind of cameo, a non-cast cameo, well from behind, etc., in Arkham Asylum, to then expand into a larger role in Batman, the Batman 2 and 3, but he'll never be a lead villain. He's always going to be part of the number of villains. So the good thing about Matt Reeves' Batman films is we know that he's going to have numerous villains within each sequel. Essentially an Arkham Asylum game adaptation. I think they're supposedly going along the lines of having a very Arkham outlet to this new trilogy, similar to what Ben Affleck had for his Batman script, which obviously we're hoping is going to become an HBO Max series with Deathstroke and possibly Jared Leto's Joker. Now, obviously the title on my thumbnail is Michael Keaton returning to the DCEU as a DCEU game changer. It is, because at the end of the day, Marvel are doing like their multiverse, and yes, they could easily bring back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield within the Sam Raimi Doctor Strange 2 film, right? Obviously it'd be a great idea, and that'd be a game changer for the MCU, because it then includes obviously past universes. They've already done it with J.K. Simmons, J. Jonah Jameson, but this, bringing back Michael Keaton, bringing back an old Batman, an original Batman, it's like bringing back Adam West into the new universe. It's a game changer for the DCEU, and obviously the good thing about Flashpoint in the comic books is they use it to fix the continuity errors within the universe. Now obviously there's a hell of a lot of continuity errors within the DCEU big screen universe, so Flashpoint will be used for fixing things essentially. But yeah, bringing Michael Keaton back is a massive game changer for the DCEU now. Because obviously there's a lot of fans still talking about Michael Keaton. I mean, he's a fan favourite to come back for a Batman Beyond or Batman of the Future film. We now have been told by the Hollywood Reporter, so obviously they're at reporting it, other sites reporting it is a big thing, but the Hollywood Reporter talking about it is a bigger thing. It means shit is hitting the fan, it's going to happen, this is going to happen, this is balls to the wall happening. So it's exciting things because, I mean, like, one side they're saying that Michael Keaton will not play suited up Batman. I mean, he's 68 years old, he'll be 69, 70 by the time the film comes out. He's not going to be Batman, right? But he could be old Bruce Wayne, a mentor. I mean, they're looking at supposedly he's going to be a mentor to the likes of Batgirl, etc. But when I think of a mentor, you know, Bruce Wayne, I think of Batman Beyond or Batman of the Future, whatever country you live in it's called. I mean, I think we had it as Batman of the Future, but in America it's called Batman Beyond. And then I think it's been rebranded as Batman Beyond internationally, I think, I don't know. Obviously that means Terry McGinnis, so hopefully Terry McGinnis will happen at some point. I mean, I'd like to have seen it happening with Ben Affleck's Batman, but here's a strange thing as well, because obviously about continuity errors. So, it's either in Batman v Superman or Justice League, Jeremy Irons' Alfred mentioned about the events of Batman Returns involving penguins, etc., exploding penguins. So obviously that, and then also in Justice League, Danny Elfman using the Tim Burton Batman music for Ben Affleck's Batman, that then obviously then gave people, sparked interest that I wonder if Ben Affleck is an aged Michael Keaton Batman, just in that same continuity, obviously, right? But then if they're bringing back Michael Keaton as Michael Keaton's Batman, it kind of, so this is where Flashpoint could fix the continuity errors. But I feel as though if this happens, Ben Affleck is definitely out. I mean, he's obviously said he's not going to play Batman anymore, right? We know that there's a rumour that there's going to be an HBO Max series, which I'd love it, but I just don't know if it wouldn't make sense if they're, so they could, I mean, I don't know if that comment was in Justice League or Batman v Superman. I think it was Batman v Superman. So it's not as if like it was in like the Joss Whedon cut of Justice League, so it can be fixed in the Zack Snyder cut. I don't know. But like I said, it's a massive game changer for the DCEU, old and new. It's exciting. I mean, like I said, I love Michael Keaton. I think he's a great Batman. It's the mullet. He was such a cool Batman. And I mean, he wasn't even like toned. He wasn't a big guy. He was just so cool as Bruce Wayne. And then he put in the suit, he was Batman. It has been confirmed that if negotiations do get signed off, he will stay on as an older Bruce Wayne for multiple DCEU films. So obviously the likes of Batgirl, possibly a Batman Beyond film adaptation, because obviously Kevin Smith has voiced his opinion, like I said in my previous video, that if that happens, you're going to break $1 billion at the box office. You know it's going to happen. But what they're saying is the continuity of Michael Keaton's Batman will be, it's straight from Batman Returns, and it's 30 years later and it's now, so they're going to disregard the storylines of Batman Forever and Batman and Robin by obviously the late great, who obviously was directed by the late great Joel Schumacher, who sadly passed away yesterday. And it's interesting how that story just happened to come out of nowhere on the day of Joel Schumacher's passing. Because obviously, as we know, Michael Keaton declined being involved in Batman Forever due to its campier, lighter tone than Batman and Batman Returns. So it's interesting how that came on a day of Joel Schumacher's passing. Now, here's the thing about Joel Schumacher, right? Obviously, he directed The Lost Boys, fantastic, classic vampire 80s horror film, right? Millie's outside barking at me hell. Falling Down with Michael Douglas, Phone Booth with Kiefer Sutherland and Colin Farrell, 8mm with Nick Cage, the crazy Nick Cage, and obviously directed Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Now, out of those two Batman films, Batman Forever was the better film. As stupid and campy and lighter as it is, it was the better of those two. Batman and Robin, when you watch it now, is shockingly bad, right? We'll admit that. Joel Schumacher even admitted that he apologised. But again, it's not his fault, it's the studio's fault. They wanted a lighter tone. But I don't know, it's just, the director always gets the stick, don't they? They always get the stick. But Batman and Robin, I'd say, was, like, when I was younger, I mean, I was like 6 or 7 years old when it came out, it was a masterpiece, it was fantastic, it was brilliant. Poison Ivy, Bane, Iceman, Mr. Freeze, it was awesome. I mean, you watch it, I mean, I watched it, like, maybe about 5-10 years ago, so I was about 20 or 25 years old, and yeah, you're like, oh, pile of shite, I hate it, why did they make it? But I kind of want to watch it again now. It kind of, the passing of Joel Schumacher kind of makes you think, I want to watch it again, see what it's like nowadays, now that I'm 29 years old, almost 30 years old. What is it like now? Because that film's like a good 23 years old now. But what I hate though, I hate when people say like, oh, Joel Schumacher, oh, it's a shame he's dead, great director, Batman and Robin was a guilty pleasure of mine. And it's like, yeah, last week they're on the bandwagon of, it's a piece of shit, worst Batman of all time. It is the worst Batman film of all time, we know that, hands down. But it's just one of those things, it's just, it was a studio and he was under strict orders. So, but I'll watch it, give it a wee shot and see what it's like nowadays, because I said that and I admitted that to my two friends, Steve and Dan, that Batman and Robin was, like, it was the tits when I was younger, it was a masterpiece, it was fantastic, it was everything you wanted from a comic book. But then when you're old enough, you're older and you start to look at it and you break it down, it is just like a big kind of Fisher Price Batman film. It's all about the toys though, isn't it? It's all about the toys, all about the marketing, the toys and the McDonald's figures and Burger King, etc. But anyway, Michael Keaton, so Michael Keaton's Batman is returning. We'll most likely get confirmation in the next few days. Or else they'll just keep the teasers going until the DC fandom in the middle of August. So, what are your thoughts on Michael Keaton returning? Is it a game changer, or are they just basically just trying to recapture that old trend that does not work anymore? I mean, Michael Keaton hasn't been Batman for 30 years now, so can he still pull it off? I mean, it's different because obviously, like the likes of Stallone returning as Rambo and Schwarzenegger returning as Robocop, Terminator. We've seen them during that kind of 30-40 year run, kind of coming back for another one, another one, another one. Whereas this is a proper 30-year gap of no Michael Keaton Batman. It's like bringing back Peter Weller for this new Robocop sequel, reboot, whatever's happening. Because obviously we know that Neil Blomkamp. Is it Blomkamp? Aye, the guy who directed District 9. We know he's no longer attached to the new Robocop. But Ed Neumeyer is still, for obviously the original writer, is still on board to write it. So we're hoping that that'll be good. But that's like bringing back Peter Weller as Robocop, like 30 years later. It's a big, massive thing. It's a big deal. It's the main event. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll keep you guys posted when I hear more news. I'll get more videos coming this week. For example, the DC fandom breakdown of what's happening with it, etc. I've got some movie reviews from films from last year that I've still not reviewed, like of Rambo: Last Blood, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Pardon me, sorry. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And my voice went very deep all of a sudden. Oh.